Okay, in this problem, they tell us, first of all, that we have a normally distributed population. And that's important. They have to either tell us we have a normally distributed population or we have a sample size that is greater than or equal to 30. They also, which we do have a normally distributed population. They told us the mean for that population. The population mean is 63.7. The standard deviation for the population is 18.4. And one other thing I forgot to write down is they took a random sample of n equals size 226. So in this case, we have a normally distributed population and we have a sample size that's greater than or equal to 30. So we can go ahead with this problem and figure out what the mean of our sample is and what the standard deviation of our samples are, okay? So if the first question is what is the mean of the distribution of sample means? I like to think of it as what is the mean of the samples, right? So the way we denote that is we use the same view for mean, but then there's a subscript with an x bar. Because remember, x bars is another way to denote the mean of a sample. So this is mean of samples. Okay, and as long as one of those two conditions are met, the mean of the samples is the same as the mean of the population, which in this case is just 63.7. So if you're talking samples, they give you some kind of an n. The mean of the samples is the same as the mean of the population. Part B said, though, what is the standard deviation of the distribution of sample means? So the way you denote that is you use that sigma with a little subscript x bar. So think of that as the standard deviation of the samples. Okay, so in this case, it's not just equal to the population one. You have to take the population standard deviation and divide it by the square root of n. Divide it by the square root of the sample size. All right? So in that case, it's 18.4 divided by the square root of 226. So if I do that out in my calculator, I get 1.22. So if you're having a problem, you have a problem, and all of a sudden they're talking about samples, you're going to do it basically the same way we did it before, except you have to tweak the standard deviation a little bit. And you have to divide the population one divided by the square root of n. So as we do more problems, we'll see that that's what we're going to have to do. So I hope that helps with that problem, and good luck.